Let's talk about where we are in the crypto cycle. I've talked about this many times before. You have the boring low, right? This was 2019. It was the last boring low. Then you got the boom, which was 20 and 21. Hit your peak. Then you got the crash, right? That was until June of 2022. Since June of 2022, we've been in the boring low. Now, you cannot exactly predict the timing of how long these things will take, but the whole cycle from boring low to boring low, right? From here's the end of the boring low to the end of the next boring low, it's a 3 to 5 year cycle, usually. Now, these patterns continue. Boom and bust has been happening for centuries. This exact pattern with crypto has been frighteningly similar every single time, and that'll continue until it doesn't. But I like to go on the assumption that this pattern is going to continue, and if it does, where are we and what's going to happen? So, if the boring low began in June of 2022, it has been, where are we here? In 2023, it's been a year plus in the boring low. We're nearing the end of the boring low, okay? Now, that doesn't mean it's going to end next month. Near the end means it's already been a year and so many months. How many months is it? Whatever it is. But it could be another 6 months. It could be another year, or it could end a month from now. We don't know, and we don't know why and all that. But the important thing to always remember with this is when you want to invest, or actually all you really know is where you don't want to invest. During, what I call when it's stupid. Once it crosses like here, once it's going straight up, you don't want to invest. And now people will say, when you're here, people are like, oh, I can invest now because it's going higher. And in the long run, will be even higher. And that's true. But when you're here, you might as well wait 2 years and buy it later a little lower. Okay? So where you want to buy is during the boring low. Since June of 2022, it's been the time to accumulate. Look back at the chart. When everybody was at their most panicked in the summer of 2022, those were so far the lowest lows of the low. However, it is common that at the end, boring lows, if we want to talk about a classic boring low, it usually, it ends with a crash, and it's sort of like this, and then, it bounces around, and it can be 50% down, 100% up is the boring low. It's crypto. Boring isn't even boring in crypto, right? Moves of 100%, right? If ETH's low was 1,000, it's been up to 2,000. It's been bouncing from 1,000 to 2,000. Bitcoin, I don't follow this closely. What is it? 20 to 30,000. I don't know. That's still pretty volatile, but it's not like the boom and the crash, which we're talking 1,000%, right? Anyways, often at the end of the boring low, you get one last whoosh, and then we're done. So I'm not going to be surprised if we got one more whoosh coming in here, one more whoosh down. Now that guy, I already can hear all the day trader moron looking at daily charts and drawing lines on chart guys who always lose to me, or always lose to real investors. I can hear you all saying, oh, wait, he just said it's going to fall again. Oh, yeah, it's going to fall again. And so I'm going to wait. I'm going to I'm going to do all of my investing, 100%. I'm going to construct my entire portfolio at this one moment in time when it's at a low. Oh, really? Is that what you're going to do? No. Never happens. Because keep in mind, when it's there, you're sure it's going even lower. What happened to all you commenters When after the boom and ETH is going to 500, it's going to 500, hey, maybe it will go to 500. But guess what? You dollar cost average to get in. Every month you buy, every month, during the boring low, until you've invested your money. And you're all in. I'm all in. What if there's one more big drop? Okay, whatever. I don't know. So but you get a good average cost. And maybe we don't have that last dump. And if I bought some below 1,200, maybe I was close. I mean, okay. So anyways, if you still have money to deploy, I would take, if you have, so my next video I'm going to talk about, I'll talk about portfolio construction, and then we'll figure out, that's where you figure out how much money to put in. Whatever your money is that you want to put in, I would divide by like 4 at this point, so that over the next 4 months, you get in over the next 4 months. And if you get lucky, and in one of those months, it's the low, God bless, you're lucky. The guys who are drawing lines on charts to predict when the low is going to be, and that's what they're going to buy, never buy it. All those chart guys are piling in when the boom starts, and right where I like to call it the point where when all the morons come, right? And I would put chart guys into that category. That'll be when ETH crosses 5,000, all the chart guys are going to start piling in. And, and then they'll gain, but they're going to load up when it's at the top, and then they won't really know it's going down till it's back to like 7,000 or 8,000. So maybe the chart guys, they make some money, but they're not making like me, because I got in, we had 8 months to buy ETH under 1,500. None of the chart guys got that. And we have some months, and even if now, Dave got in under 1,500, I missed it, woe is me. ETH's, what is it at, 1,700? Your Bitcoin's still under 30,000. The next bull run, Bitcoin, it'll go over whatever, 100,000. ETH is going to go over 10,000. You'll be okay. The thing is, don't try to be perfect. Don't try to time and be the perfect. Just make your goal to not be stupid. Okay? If you're in crypto, you're in the right place. You're in the new growth market. You're in the right place. So just don't be at the right place at the completely wrong time. If you can be at the right place at a decent time, it's like there's the best party and you got a ticket. And the party's from 10 to 2. You don't have to show up at the perfect time. Just don't show up at 1:15, right? Okay? All right. And one last point, where we are in the cycle. Well, that's actually a different video. Yeah, maybe that's it. That's where we are toward the end of the boring low. If you're building your portfolio, now is the time to be deploying. A lot of reasons to be scared, and I have another video I want to make about that. So many reasons to be scared, but if it was easy, and if there was no uncertainty and doubt, either you just don't know what you're doing, or it's the wrong time to invest. There needs to be all that. We have that. That's a good sign. All right? Let me know your questions, thoughts, whatever, and watch tomorrow for portfolio construction. Look in the description below for a link to my Twitter, and links to other things. Give me your feedback. I enjoy. See you tomorrow.